Capricorn, this is your weekly tarot. This is Mary with Seer. This is for December 8th through the 15th, 2019. I hope you're doing well. I am going to pull an Amante Oracle here to give us, this will be the basis of the reading, kind of the foundation, okay? Okay, so this is, I am trustful in my relationships. So, that pretty much, being trustful in your relationship means that you're, see, this is like a mirror. It's a mirroring effect. So, it's really important that we show up the way we want to be treated. And you know, it's this thing that if we're experiencing a lot of deception or some deception in our lives, are we showing up deceptive in some way? Maybe we're deceiving ourselves thinking we're not being deceptive, but maybe we are. That's a crazy circle, right? So let's get some more information here. We're just going to expand on this idea, and you know, time is kind of fluid, and so as many of the readers say, and so this could have already happened. It could be just a review of what's been going on. This could be something up, you know, coming up in the future. This could be you for Capricorn, or for another party, or like the opposite party, or for a cross-watcher. I have readings available on my website. You can just go into the description box if you're interested. There's a tab, a tarot tab there where it gives you prices and options, okay? And I also have jewelry on my website that I create. And I also have links for Venmo and PayPal if you're inspired to donate. But if you want a reading, just go ahead and book it through my website, okay? Alright, so Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is Earth like you are, Capricorn. And this is all about foundation. It's about protecting our foundation. And it could be about protecting our hearts, protecting our words. It's definitely a stance of protection. But if you've been having there's been trust issues, it's understandable why there needs to be some protection, right? So Ace of Cups reversed, this is about, so sorry. This is about, you know, no love left. No love. So sorry. This is about our cup being empty of love, you know. So, okay, so we're just going to move on. So it could be we're having to protect ourselves because we're having, you know, it's about trust, and you know, maybe it's just kind of depleted the love in our lives, loving relationships. Seven of Cups is next, and this is about choices. This is like a fantasy about choices. What are my real choices? So this is some confusion about what maybe the choices that we've made. Kind of like, were these good options? So the next card is a Star Reverse. So the Star Reverse is like, it's no hope. It's no hope. And it's as if we were in an illusion. So we realize that we didn't possibly make the best choice. That would be part of here. We've kind of lost the love, or there's no more love left. There's no opportunity right now to restart whatever has ended. So we're having to be in a space of protecting ourselves. There's really no hope as far as right now you can see in this relationship to start over. Okay? And then we have the Hierophant. And this is, well, the Hierophant reverse is about not doing things the way people tell us to do them. It's kind of going against the grain. I'm going to leave that there for a moment and kind of move on, see what we have. And then I have the Queen of Cups. So this could represent a water sign. But this is somebody that's balanced with their emotions. And it could also represent you coming from a place of balance with your emotions. Now you understand so much more than you knew before. It's like this situation has taught you quite a bit. Like you're feeling like, okay, I understand some things. I don't want to give up on love. I would like to move forward in a place where I'm actually giving. I'm actually giving. And maybe the holding back, there might be some reflection in the holding back that maybe if you did hold back in love and being open with others and being honest with each other, with others, that might have kind of squeezed the love out of it, maybe. So there's a twofold thing there. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we start being really closed, and then we end with being open in love. So that's why there may be, while you're feeling closed off, or somebody here is feeling closed off, there's a reflection of how this all came. And if I am going to have trust in my relationship, I have to be trustworthy. So I have to show up with love. I have to show up with honesty. I have to show up with being open, that kind of thing. So let's look at the first card, the Four of Pentacles here. This is Judgment. And so this is holding back or not. Protecting our heart, protecting things, in the protection mode. And that somehow, that mode, it's caused a cycle to repeat over and over. This is Judgment reversed. And that always says, when the judgment made, it's like, maybe you're not done because the lesson hasn't been completely learned yet. So I'm going to put you back in there. And you get served again, the same thing, only in a different way. And it could be the same person, or it could be different people, but they all kind of, why the same type of people keep showing up? And that's why. So then we have the King of Cups, and so, what's interesting is there's a Queen of Cups and a King of Cups here now. The King of Cups, well, he's just kind of standoffish, He's not a real mover because he's more, King of Cups is a more feminine energy. Because it's more feminine, emotions are more feminine, right? But he's kind of sitting there not looking like he's going anywhere right now. But he is balanced. He is careful. He is protective of his heart, and he holds back a lot. He could love you, you never even know it. And so, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the non-expression of love, that how can people know, and you can be a viable option for them. A viable option? An option. So it goes, it's like this thing going back and forth. Like the mirror right here. Like the mirror. Okay? Okay, so let's do one more card here. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed, so this is about not having reciprocity. So it's somebody having more power than the other person. Six of Pentacles reversed. This is more earth energy though. So if one is coming in as a king, maybe there was an imbalance of power. Okay, so if somebody was maybe using that power of holding back and not being open, that might have been the place of power for somebody. And that is why, because some people need to know, they need to know you care, they need to know if they upset you, they need communication. I think everybody really needs communication. So, whether a lot of people aren't good at it, but I think it's really needed. As an air sign, that's just big with me, But this is me. Okay, so let's talk about the Ace of Cups now. How the love has it's dumped out. It's dumped out of this. Finally been thrown across the room, evidently. So this is a love from the divine, and it starts with love for ourselves. Okay? And we fill our own cup, therefore we have love to give others. But not right now. It doesn't look like it. But the cup is still here, so that's good. At least we have the cup, right? But we have the Ace of Swords reversed also. And this is, well, this is not having clarity, you know? So I'm not really clear about the lack of love. Or maybe I wasn't clear at the time. But it being reversed, it's still, there's an illusion here. There's like a no clarity. Not a clear path. Okay, let's do another card. And whatever was going on here wasn't honest. But that's the whole trust in relationships, right? So we have Six of Cups reversed, and this is past memories. But it's the painful ones, you know, when it's reversed. And some people say this is a soulmate card. We have many soulmates. So if we have people that we've known from the past and they're our family, it can fall into a lot of different categories like that, you know. So, but this is the stuff in our past that's not really happy. It's kind of dark, or it hurts, painful. Let me get one more card. And so this could be somebody from our past here, from somebody's past. Because I have a court card here, the King of Wands, and this is reversed. Kind of feels like it could be a father figure or something. A father figure that might have been abusive, okay? I don't know if it was physical or another way, but very domineering. That kind of, I don't think that taught somebody how to love. I don't think somebody learned how to love because of that. So it didn't allow somebody, or it wasn't fertile ground for somebody learning to love themselves. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the Seven of Cups. Let's talk about the choices where there's confusion on what good options are. You know, this could be choices in love, choices in alcohol, or just different things that you think would make you happy or somebody happy. So sometimes people say that these are different people. I don't know. It just depends on how this is resonating in your relationship. Yeah, we need another card here. Eight of Pentacles is choices of who I want to, like what I want to do in my life. Because Eight of Pentacles is about life, is about mastery. And for me, it's about life mastery. Because if you have your life mastered, then you're good with business, you're good with relationships. You know what I mean? So, but maybe somebody was looking at here, what's going to make me happy so I can work on that and master it. Okay, let's get another card here. Three of Cups reversed. But then there's overindulgence. And when there's overindulgence and, you know, third parties, and overindulgence leads to careless actions, you know? You end up with people that, or a person that you might not have normally been with. But it was in the moment, and sometimes we end up there and because of that overindulgence, that night, or that weekend, or whatever. So we get another card. And then, that's really interesting. I don't know if you're worried about things being fair, but the Justice card it came up reversed, but it also flew out of my hand. I'm starting to take these as kind of messages. I know I'm an air sign. I talk with my hands. I'm fidgety. I've always been like that. I was like that in my mom's tummy. But when the cards fly out of my hands, I think that's an extra like oomph. Okay. So this about balance. Balance, with fairness, justice. And so I hear what's being asked through this part of it. What's coming through is, what do you consider just? What do you consider fair? And that is the question. It's something about like a double standard. Do you think there's a double standard the way you look at things? I don't know if it's a man-woman thing. I don't know if it's like a masculine versus feminine. Women should be like this, and men are, they get away with other things that women don't. And if a woman does, then that's a difference. I don't know if there's something going on here, but I think you're being asked to look at what's real, because mastery over your life is not excuses for behavior that you wouldn't put up with from someone else. Okay? That's just what's coming through. Okay? Okay, so the star next is reverse, and that's talking about fantasy. And then, well, it's also being blocked. It's also talks about divine timing. It talks about not following your life path, not following your star, like your North Star, So it's not really clear on what you think your life should be about. We have the Two of Cups. Maybe not being clear about who you think your soulmate is, or twin flame, or if you have one. Maybe not being clear about love in general. And I could see that. Not being clear about who you love, or if you want to love this person, or if you did ever love this person. Let's get another card there. Because then I have the unhappy family, I have the broken home, Ten of Cups reversed. This is not a successful love relationship. Or is there really a, maybe the question is there really a twin flame thing? Is there really a soulmate? Is there really a reciprocal relationship that somebody can give to me like I give to them? Well, I'm trustful in my relationship. This one right here is like, it's like looking at yourself in a mirror and giving that person what you would want. That's what that's really about. You could put a label on whatever, but it really is about being mindful in your actions. If you're walking your path, if you're walking your life's purpose, do you think your life's purpose was to be confused about love and overindulge and end up in places maybe you wouldn't normally be in? You see, is that what you think your life's purpose is? I'm sorry, they're just asking me to hit it home here with you. I'm sorry. Okay, lack of success. Being asked to look at this. Whew. Okay, balance. There's a warning about balance here. Bring yourself back to balance. Heal your mind, body, and soul. Are we going to rehab or something? Mind, body, and soul. Healing. So you can come from a place of balance, because not only is this about fairness and justice, it's about being out of balance. It could be your life, your emotions. Okay? There was a time here when somebody appeared to be in balance, but maybe that, I'm not sure if that was just a facade. I'm not sure if that's representing you. Because, that could be a water sign, that King of Cups, but it could also be somebody embodying that energy. Any of us can pick up that energy. It's just the way we're showing up. We borrow from, and we all have different, different zodiacs in our sign. We're all made up of different parts. We have bigger parts than others, and we're very incredibly unique that way. Okay, so let's talk about going against the grain, not following the way things have been done or what we're being told to do. Not falling in line, right? And it's not following the rules. Three of Swords. Reverse. It's heart pain. It's heart pain. Let's get another card, because it's getting past the heart pain. The Two of Swords. The non-decision. The indecisiveness. Because of anxiety and confusion, emotional, thoughts, racing thoughts, right? And then not being able to leave, not being able to go where you want. Not being able to go where you want. So, it could be a divorce card too, because we have the Ten of Cups, but wanting to leave, or wanting to put this pain behind you, but unable to. It's like you're still stuck there. Even though actions have been taken, you're still stuck there. Sorry, still stuck. There's another thing with this card, like, I can't leave because A, B, and C. So there's like an excuse. So now we have the Queen of Cups. This is in the opposite direction, you see? I need to leave in the opposite direction from this Queen of Cups. Or from me having my heart open. See, the King and the Queen here could be both sides of somebody here. But it could also be the counterpart, so. Alright, so now we're talking about the Queen of Cups. And so we have a Page of Cups reversed. And this is about, well, it's about not having an apology and no commitment. So there's no commitment. Not receiving an apology if somebody was waiting for somebody to reach out. It's not happening. It hasn't happened. But there is this Eight of Cups. So this can also be going back to the past, that person, or not being able to leave it, okay? And then, so we talked about the Queen of Cups here. We have the Eight of Cups here, somebody wanting to go back to the past. So Eight of Cups reverse is, when it's like this, we're leaving behind. Here we're coming back. We're wanting to come back. Is it? So, was there something that was unfair here? And so this is also a decision in love that was made that created the upset in the family. I need to say that also. Whether it was addiction, whether it was a party and somebody ended up with somebody found out, or maybe that was what happened often, I'm not sure. Okay, back to wanting to go back, okay? Five of Swords, but worried about the arguments. Somebody wants to go back. Somebody wants to offer. I think they're love. Say, I understand now. Interesting. I understand now, but I have the Five of Swords here. This is about turmoil, like emotional turmoil with your thoughts and battling yourself. And then also worrying about the battle. Let's get another card there. Page of Swords, not being able to tell the truth. See, that's a thing. Somebody here is not able to tell the truth about what happened. So that feels like that's why somebody can't go back and try to make it right. Because somebody here wants to go back. The truth has to be spoken. Here's the first card out was about trust. Trust, truth. It's very big. It's right the basis of this reading. Woo! So, one has to decide what one really wants. If one wants to keep living the life over and over the same, something has to change, and that thing would need to be the person that's experiencing the cycle over and over. You can only blame outside forces for so long. The common denominator would be the person experiencing this. So, alright then. We're going to do one more card, and this is going to be Arthur the Eye of the Soul Oracle. Alright, become your own sovereign. I think to me this is about somebody going against the grain, and maybe somebody here did things a different way and didn't follow. Maybe somebody here is good at not following the way people say you're supposed to. But use it to create good change, not to create chaos, not to create pain for you or others. Use that ability to go against the grain and make the changes, especially in your own life. You're the only one that really needs to prove Sovereignty means I don't care what anybody thinks. I know I'm walking my path. I know I'm following my star. I know I'm making a difference in my life. And I'm showing up the way I want to be treated. Isn't that beautiful? Have a good week, Capricorn. I love you guys. Bye-bye.